Yes. So I just want to also thank Abdelmari for putting this event on. He actually did all the work getting this thing together. He came to my office and says, we want to do this, and I said, you got to do all the work. Are you going to handle it? He said, yes, we'll get it done. So I want to thank him and my staff. Grace is not here. She worked with him to make this event possible. And I want to let him say a couple words, and then we're going to do the anthems.
Hello, everybody. So my name is Abid, and I'm a member now of Students for Justice in Palestine. I helped start it actually back in 2014. And if you all would just please rise, we're going to do the national anthems and the flag raising. Assalamu alaikum everyone. So again, my name is Abdurrahman, or Abid for short. I'm a student at San Jose State University, study civil engineering. Students for Justice in Palestine is a group that advocates on behalf of the Palestinian people and their cause. I first want to say thank you to everyone who made this event successful. And thank you to Johnny Khamis for giving me all the credit, but it wasn't me that did everything. Someone was involved in making the flyer, someone put together a playlist, someone had to make a press release statement, someone reached out to different organizations, someone brought the sweets, someone's passing out the sweets, someone made the pins, someone got this flag. Everybody in this room either got off work early or are here on spring break. So we all made this event beautiful together. I want to talk about this flag really quick. This flag is really significant because this flag that you see raising, not only is it the Palestinian flag, but it was handmade in Ramallah, Palestine, and it was shipped over by someone in this community and his family. Helped make that possible. This is also great because I personally have friends who are from Jerusalem who tell me people on the street are talking about this event, and they're talking about how people around the world still care about them and are still raising their flag and still raising their issue and their cause, even halfway around the world. Just to know that is enough for me. This is also important because now we have a piece of Palestine here in San Jose. And events like this are held to honor our people and to make sure everyone in the world understands that we still exist, we have not forgotten, and we will not forget our rights to live with dignity and security. We were told the old will die off and the young will forget. So the old will die off, that's basic biology. But the youth, I mean, look around you. Do you think we forgot? Do you think we can forget? I pray for a day where our churches will not be vandalized, our masajid, our mosques will never be closed for prayers. I pray for a day where the Jews who stand with us will not be shunned and pushed to the side and ostracized. And I pray for peace and tolerance of all religions in our beloved Palestine. Some basic facts about Palestine, and talking about our history and our culture. For agriculture, we're known for our fig trees, our olive trees, our Yafa oranges. Food, there's way too much to start with, but knafe, msakhan, maqlube. For economics, Haifa used to be the trading center. It had a port that helped facilitate trade, that connected Africa, connected Asia, connected Europe. For social, Palestine, there are 400 million Arabs, but over 20-something countries, and there's so many differences, but the one thing that connects all the Arab countries together is Palestine. There are over 2 billion Muslims, and they argue with each other, they fight each other, but the one thing that they come together and recognize and understand is right is Palestine. On a social level, we are the unifying factor for all of our people. Famous people in Palestine. So did you all know that the youngest doctor in the world is actually Palestinian? And she's a refugee that lives in Lebanon? We also have famous people like Edward Said, who taught lessons on Orientalism along with many others. And Jesus, peace be upon him, is also Palestinian. For clothing, whether you wear a kufiya or there's thobes out there, and examples of our culture and our history can go on and on and on. But the point is, we have a rich history and a rich culture that dates back centuries. I thank everyone here for preserving that culture and preserving that history. Thank you to Johnny Khamis and all that made this day a successful day. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. What a great future leader of our country, I hope. I want to introduce a gentleman who has been near and dear to my heart and being involved in the community. Somebody who stood up for the Palestinian people for many, many years. In fact, without this person, it would not be very easy to have the Palestinian flag flown here today, because he actually started Palestinian Cultural Day back in 2000 in the county when he was a supervisor. And he actually took a lot of heat over that, and I'm so proud that he actually can join us here today. His name is Pete McHugh. Can you come here and say some words, Pete?
I am honored to be with you today. This originally started as a means of recognizing and saying thank you to the people that came here and helped us build our country from Palestine. There's been very little appreciation of that, and I am so happy and proud that Dave Cortese, who followed me on the Board of Supervisors, has continued that tradition. And I am especially proud that my good friend Johnny has now done it here at the city of San Jose. So, Johnny, thank you. Good luck in all that you're going to continue to do for us in the future. And thank you for being here. It is up to all of us. I don't know if we can do much for the world, but there is so much we have to do in this country to make it what it once was and had the promise of becoming. Because there are people here currently that are blind and refuse to acknowledge the failure that we have in Washington. Thank you.
You know, after Pete, I want to say a few things about myself and why I even got into politics. So my name is Johnny Khamis, and I came here when I was 8 years old. I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, and both my mom and my dad are Palestinian refugees. They were Palestinian refugees in Lebanon, and then we became refugees here in San Jose. And you know, we struggled a lot when we came to this country, you know, and the reason why we came to this country was because of intolerance, and the intolerance of other people's religious beliefs, other people's rights, other people's opinions. That's what causes war. That's what causes war. And when we came to the United States, we struggled like many of you who are immigrants here. We struggled to learn a new language. We struggled to keep our culture. We struggled to we even struggle to find good food, good Arabic food. And you know, with this struggle comes a lot of learning and understanding, and we have to continue fighting to make sure that this country doesn't become intolerant. Because you know what happens when people become intolerant of other people's religious beliefs and opinions. It ends up into war. So after 9/11 happened, I devoted a lot of my time and my family's time to making sure that people like all of us, immigrants, Palestinians, Syrians, don't get discriminated against like the Japanese did back in World War II. So I joined the Human Relations Commission for the county, volunteered for 10 years on that commission working on human rights. I didn't do it because I wanted to be a political leader. I wanted to do it because I wanted to make sure that our voice, the community's voice, immigrant voices were being heard, and that no harm will come to all of us. I'm still hearing a lot of intolerance in the dialogue today. I still hear a lot of intolerance of people's political beliefs, religious beliefs especially. And that's got to stop, and we all got to work together to make sure that people understand each other and not just tolerate one another, but respect each other's beliefs and opinions, and give people opportunities to voice whatever's on their mind. So that's why I decided to run for political office later, because I wanted to make sure that our community was represented, and I wanted to make sure that all of you know that the city of San Jose has its door open to all people's opinions, all political beliefs, and we respect people's culture, we respect people's beliefs. This isn't the only flag raising we've done this week. There's the tartan flag right here that we did earlier. We actually do this for many cultures, and I'm proud to be doing this for my own. Thank you for all the people who helped organize this event today. I also want to recognize that we do have members of 2 other council members who have joined us here today. Council Member Magdalena Carrasco's office and Council Member Arena's office have also, members of their office have joined us. Thank you for being here today. And I'd like to get the people who Abed said helped us organize here up here, because I have a proclamation signed by the entire City Council and Mayor declaring this Palestinian Cultural Day in the City of San Jose. Sorry, Palestinian American Day, not Cultural Day in the City of San Jose. Me and one other person in the middle, and then let's hope the wind kicks up for the flag. All right, good. All right. All right. So we have a little entertainment now.
So we're just going to play music. You're more than welcome to socialize. And yeah, there's Betloa. There's if you parked on in the city parking garages, there's city validation, as Councilmember Johnny Khamis said before. And yeah, there's Palestine pins even. So help yourself. Thank you.